Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have Yuri here.
Hi guys.
And we shot a really fun Q&A video, a lot of questions you guys had for us.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to know more about us, then please keep watching. How do you plan out your content? What's popping at the moment or whatever you feel you like to share?
How do you do it?
Okay, I try to do what's trending at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then if that doesn't work out, then I'll just do whatever I feel like.
Okay. Me, I think it depends what I receive in PR or what new makeup I have. And so even if it's not trending, but I want to use it in a video, so I guess it's whatever I want. You know, it's hard to keep up with what's trending, right?
Yeah.
Like it is hard to keep up because there's
hard.
so many things that are trending that sometimes I don't even agree with what's trending.
Okay, what kept you motivated in the beginning? Sometimes I feel like I work so hard and put so much time into my posts and they go by unnoticed by goal brands.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever feel like giving up? If so, what kept you going?
That's a really good question because so many of us can relate to that question of giving up because we're going unnoticed, especially with the algorithm change.
Yeah.
Man, when
that's caused a huge problem. It's really frustrating.
It is because I feel like at some point, like not just us, but like even our friends and people with so much potential had so much potential of succeeding on social media. And then bam, IG hit us with the whole algorithm change.
Yeah.
And we all felt it. And it's not even just us artists, it was musicians, it was aspiring, anything. And it was like, it really did like hit us with like, ugh. So I would say, did I ever feel like giving up? Yeah, I did. Yeah. I'm not gonna, lie and, say, oh yeah, I was fine with the 5 views that I was getting as opposed to the 200K views that we were getting per videos, like on Instagram. But what kept me going? I always say this. I just go, well, I always remind myself why I do this in the first place. And it's because I truly love creating content. Yeah. And I feel like you kind of have to just like stay true to what you love and who you are.
It's so hard to stay consistent, and I always say I'm gonna remain consistent. I'm going to post more, and life happens. You know what I mean? It happens to everybody. But as long as you stay positive, and you just know that one day that brand is going to reach out to you.
And when it happens, it's the best feeling, you guys. Yeah. So keep going for sure.
Keep going. Okay, what kind of camera did you start off using when you first started YouTube?
Okay, so
so for me, I started with my phone. I had no equipment at all. All I had was my laptop and my phone. And I just felt like at that point, I just wanted to start. I didn't feel like perfecting my camera, lighting, background, none of that. I literally I was like by my bathroom. I had a blank wall. I had one lamp.
I remember.
And that's how I filmed. And then slowly I upgraded like my vanity area, and I had my vanity lighting. So I used that as my lighting for a while. And believe it or not, that video is what got me.
Went viral, you guys.
It went viral. iPhone. Off of a phone. It wasn't a professional camera. I didn't have professional lighting.
So true.
My background was my bed and my dog sleeping in the background. Yeah. And right now that video is almost at 2 million views.
That's crazy.
I didn't even have an iPhone. Yeah. I think I had a Samsung. I just started filming. And then like a year after, I finally upgraded to a Canon. So that's what I use now.
So this kind of goes into the next question is, if you could offer me any advice on starting a YouTube channel, what would it be? I just say, just do it. Like, be authentic. Just do it.
And be yourself.
Totally be yourself. Doesn't matter if like, a really expensive palette is trending and people are doing reviews on it. If you can afford that, do what you have. Do with what you have. Don't worry about spending the money on things because we both didn't even have anything when we first started. Remember we went to the Morphe store and we barely had any money to buy this, the little brushes and the palette that we wanted.
We went on a budget.
Yeah, and it's like, I just say, just go for it. Just do it. You just never know what will come out of it. So just do it. That's my only advice is just do it. And that's
what makes people appreciate you more. You're just being real.
Yeah.
You're relatable. Yeah.
And that's a huge thing.
That's the biggest thing.
So the next question is, what's your favorite brand of makeup? That's a really hard question because we all know that we're makeup lovers. Yeah. And there's not one perfect brand. I like this about that brand, this about that brand, and that about that brand. So
that's a hard one.
I can't answer that.
I don't have like one favorite brand.
I can't either.
I really don't.
Okay, so how did you start out? What made you want to be a beauty blogger? Did you have your family support? Do you want to answer that first?
What made me start? Okay, so I think we were talking about this briefly in the other video. Before, I think it was right when we had our babies, we were kind of getting into the habit of wanting to do our makeup and learning. That's like when like the highlight and contour, like just
frenzy.
It was just going crazy. So I had a problem with knowing how to do my eye makeup. So I was always going on YouTube, how to do eye makeup on Asian eyes. It was just so hard. So I was like watching Michelle Phan, Promise, who else? Like, there's so many Asian like
influencers,
yeah, and YouTubers that I was following at the time, and I just wanted to do the same thing and teach my version of how I learned and how I perfected it. So that's what made me start.
I think it's also because we have this love of teaching. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but we were doing workshops, and that's one thing that kind of pushed us to want to get on camera and teach you guys, whoever was watching, whoever wanted to watch. And it was like when we had those first 5 views, it was like people actually want to learn, and we're relatable to people because we're both moms, we're stay-at-home moms, and we like makeup. Who doesn't like makeup, you know? And so I just felt like really the teaching, the teach part of this whole thing, just educating on how to apply this makeup. And that's the things that we weren't pros ourselves at all. So we were just learning as you guys were learning us, you know, from us. Another question, well, the other one was, did you have your family support in this?
That's a hard question to answer because I feel like at the beginning, they kind of looked at me like,
this isn't a real job.
Why? You know what I mean? So, no.
It's hard. Another one is a mom question. We did want you guys to ask anything about beauty blogging or PR or like mom questions. So this one just says, how do you find time to do things for yourself? Going to get a haircut, going to get your nails done. I feel like I always have the kids with me, and you know what? That's just the reality of things when you're a mom. We always have our kids with us, you know, and it was something that like, get a haircut, they were there. Take an iPad, you know? It's really hard to do this and also be a mom at the same time, just because you don't clock out of being a mom. That's a 24/7 thing. You know what I mean? And so it's like beauty blogging as well. There is no schedule. You know, sometimes I'm filming for 12 hours a day, and that's because I've edited in that time, I filmed in that time, I'm taking pictures, I'm on social media promoting my business. So another one is, do I have to grow my platforms before I start reaching out to brands? So this is a PR question. You know, what's your point? What's your point of view on this?
No, I don't feel like you have to build your platform. I mean, there are times where our followers, like our count was really, really low, and we were like already added on to certain PR lists. I forget where we were at when we were
like 2K.
Yeah.
Or less, you guys.
But
we were added on to Makeup Forever's PR list.
Yeah. Very.
It's true.
That was a huge, huge accomplishment.
I couldn't even wrap my head around what was happening.
But obviously, for the bigger brands, yes, you have to have a bigger platform and you have to have a following.
And you know what? To some brands, unfortunately, following does matter.
It does.
And they look at numbers and they don't look at talent.
Yeah.
So another one is, what camera do you use to film?
I am using the Canon Rebel T6i.
And I use a Canon 80D.
Wavy brows, yay or nay?
No. Next question.
I don't know why they even came out with that. Okay, what's your favorite part of doing your makeup?
Highlight. I feel like that just adds life back into my face after all the powder I use.
Yeah. For me, it's putting on my lashes.
Okay.
Because that's where you just like can really see the difference.
I feel like that really completes the look.
Yeah.
But I hate to put on lashes and applying my brows, or doing my brows.
Your brows.
I just hate those two things, but they're like the most important parts of like makeup, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Highlight too. That's true. Are you planning on having any more kids?
Nope. Next question. What about you? Next question.
Maybe. Okay. More kids. What is the best tip you can give about breastfeeding? And how hard is it to stop? Does your baby still ask for it? Ian, he doesn't ask for it anymore. I'll ask him. Like,
just to like see what he says.
Because last year, at like 3.5 years old, he would ask me sometimes. I'm like, no, you're a big boy. And then he'll tell me, I'll bring my blanket. Nobody will see. You know?
He's so smart.
So when no one's looking, I'm like, because he speaks so clear.
Yeah, he does.
So I was like, okay, bring it.
Oh my god,
you know?
no way.
And I'll nurse him because no one's looking.
Oh my
and then
god.
I'll peek through.
And that was last year?
That was just last year.
Okay.
I'll peek through, and he's like, see? I'm hiding. And I was like,
oh my god, that's clever.
Yeah.
So, no, not me, I can't.
But, you know, as he started getting more involved in, like, activities and being distracted with the kids, he just, like it was just time. You know, he didn't ask for it anymore.
Right, so last question, you guys.
Any tips for dry skin? I've tried everything, and my foundation and concealer look so dry.
Well, that's a question for you, for sure, because I have oily skin.
Okay, so for dry skin, my skin can get, like, painfully dry to where I feel like I'm cracking. It hurts so much. Like, right after I wash my face, I have to instantly start moisturizing because my skin gets so tight.
That's so insane. I don't even have that problem.
Like,
that's
you know, like when you get sunburn?
Yeah.
That pain, I'm feeling it on my face.
That's
so
insane.
Before you put on your primer, foundation, anything on your face, skincare,
skin prepping is so
prepping your
important.
skin is the most important part for dry skin.
Yeah.
So you just have to make sure you use like a moisturizing cleanser, a really, really hydrating moisturizer, and also for your primer too, you use something that, like, for me, I like using like an oil-based primer.
Or like serums?
Serums. It really, really helps.
Yeah.
So that would be my best tip, skin prep. Okay, guys, that's it for all the questions you guys had for us. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. We also have another video on her channel. I will link it down below. We did a really fun, chatty Get Ready With Me. Yep. So also, if you guys haven't subscribed to her channel, and if you guys haven't subscribed to mine, go ahead and please subscribe. That's it for this video. I'm pretty sure we're going to have a lot more.
For sure.
For sure. So, we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye.
Come on.
I'm Yuri here on my video. Today
on my video.
Can I just cut? Okay, so that's it for all the questions that you guys had for us. If you guys enjoyed, please give us the fucking shit. I'm watching you. Video, thumbs up.
Why is your voice?
It's squeaky?
Hi guys.
No, it's not.
Welcome back to my channel.
No, it's not.
I hope you know this is plain and I have evidence about nasty or.
Shut the fuck up.